Hey everyone, this is Norris Tony coming back to you all with another video. I'm going to read from my prayer book, Walk in Faith. I'm going to read a Bible verse and then I'm going to read a prayer. We glory in tribulations, also knowing that tribulation work patience. This is from the book of Romans, chapter 5, verse 3. Here's the prayer. Lord of my heart, give me a refreshing drink from the fountains of your love. Walking through this desert as I have, Lord of my heart, spread out before me a new version of your goodness. Locked into this dull routine as I was, Lord of my heart, lift up a shining awareness of your will and purpose, awash in doubts and fears though I be. Okay, I'm going to read an article. It's from ESPN.com. So this is a sports article. It's called Grizzlies Morant suspended for 25 games by NBA. The NBA has suspended Memphis Grizzlies star Morant for 25 games to start the 2023-24 season because of conduct detrimental to the lead. It was announced Friday. The Grizzlies suspended Morant from team activities May 14th after a video on social media circulated showing the All-Star brandishing a firearm. The NBA suspended Morant for 8 games following a similar incident in March when he was seen on Instagram Live holding up a handgun while intoxicated at a Denver area club. Morant's decision to once again wield a firearm on social media is alarming and disconcerting. Given his similar conduct in March, for which he was already suspended 8 games, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said in a statement, the potential for other young people to emulate Ja's conduct is particularly concerning. Under these circumstances, we believe a suspension of 25 games is appropriate and makes clear that engaging in reckless and irresponsible behavior with guns would not be tolerated. The suspension will come with conditions for his return, the league said. For Ja, basketball needs to take a back seat at this time, Silver said in the statement. Prior to his return to play, he will be required to formulate and fulfill a program with the league that directly addresses the circumstances that led him to repeat this destructive behavior. Morant will be ineligible to participate in any public league or team activities, including preseason games, during the suspension. Due to make around $33.5 million this season, Morant now stands to lose just over $300,000 per game, or approximately $7.5 million. I've had time to reflect and I realize how much hurt I've caused, Morant said in a statement issued Friday. I want to apologize to the NBA, the Grizzlies, my teammates, and the city of Memphis. To Adam Silver, Zach Kyleman, and Robert Peer, who gave me the opportunity to be a professional athlete and have supported me. I'm sorry for the harm I've done. To the kids who look up to me, I'm sorry for failing you as a role model. I promise I'm going to be better. To all of my sponsors, I'm going to be a better representation of our brands. And to all of my fans, I'm going to make it up to you. I promise. I'm spending the off season in my suspension, continuing to work on my own mental health and decision making. I'm also going to be training so that I'm ready to go when I can be back on the court. I know my teammates are going to hold it down, and I'm so sorry I won't be out there with you at the beginning of the season. I hope you will give me the chance to prove to you over time I'm a better man than what I've been showing you. The NBA's investigation into the incident has been completed for weeks, but Silver waited until the conclusion of the NBA Finals to announce the suspension because he did not want to distract from the league's championship series. The NBA on Friday said Morant wielded the firearm while knowing that he was being recorded, despite having made commitments to the NBA and public statements that he would not repeat the conduct for which he was previously disciplined. The National Basketball Players Association on Friday expressed its displeasure with the length of Morant's suspension and the arbitrary nature of the conditions for his return. Ja has expressed his remorse and accepted responsibility for his actions, and we support him unequal, vocally equipped. I don't know that word. As he does whatever is necessary to represent himself, our players, and our league in the best possible light. NBPA Executive Director Tamika, I'm just gonna call her Tamika T because I don't know how to say her last name, said in a statement, as to the discipline imposed, we believe it is excessive and inappropriate for a number of reasons, including the facts involved in this particular incident, and that it is not fair and consistent with past discipline in our league. The NBPA said it would explore all options and next steps with Morant. After the March incident, Morant enrolled in a Florida counseling facility to learn how to manage stress better. He later said before traveling to New York City to meet with Silver at the commissioner's office. Silver elected to suspend Morant for 8 games without pay because of conduct detrimental to the lead, a punishment that included 6 games the point guard had already missed, and issued a stern statement calling Morant's conduct irresponsible, reckless, and potentially very dangerous. I think he understood that it wasn't about his words, Silver said during his news conference before Game 1 of the NBA Finals. It was going to be about his future conduct. I guess in hindsight, I don't know. If it had been a 12-game suspension instead of a 8-game suspension, would that have mattered? I know it seemed based on precedent and he's represented, and we want to be fair in terms of the lead. It seemed appropriate at the time. That's all I can say. Maybe by definition, to the extent we've all seen the video, that it appears he's done it again. I guess you could say maybe not. The Instagram live video that emerged in May came from the account of Morant's best friend, Devontae Pack, who has been involved in several of Morant's off-court incidents that merited investigation from the lead office. Pack was banned from attending Grizzlies home games for a year following an investigation into a post-game confrontation with the Indiana Pacers traveling party on January 29th, when a red laser was alleged to have been pointed out of an SUV in which Morant was traveling. Silver said during his June 1st news conference at the finals that factors he would weigh in determining the suspension included the history of prior acts as well as the individual player's history and the seriousness of the conduct. Silver also said Morant not being charged with a crime would not prevent the league from handing down more discipline. The Grizzlies issued a statement Friday saying they respect the league's decision to suspend Morant. Our standards as a lead and team are clear, the Grizzlies said, and we expect that all team personnel will adhere to them, including the postseason. Morant has missed 50 games over the past 2 seasons. The Grizzlies, however, have fared well without their star, as they've had a 32 or 33 and 17 record in those games, including a 20-5 mark during the 21-22 regular season. That is tied for the best win percentage by a team in NBA history in games played without a player averaging 25 points per game or more, according to ESPN stats and information. Memphis went 11 and 10 in games without Morant during this past season, including playoffs. Morant's 5-year, $194 million max contract is set to begin this coming season. It could have escalated to a supermax if he had made All NBA this season, which he did not, costing him about $39 million in future earnings. He has endorsement deals with Nike and Powerade, though the sports drink company pulled an ad featuring him after the March video and it currently is not running. We are pleased that Ja is taking accountability and prioritizing his well-being, Nike said in a statement issued Friday. We will continue to support him on and off the court. Morant averaged 26.2 points per game this season and helped Memphis secure the number 2 seed in the Western Conference playoffs, where they lost in 6 games to the Los Angeles Lakers. Okay, and that was the end of the article. I just want to say 25 games, that's like a third of the NBA season. Do I think it's too much? No. And I'm gonna say why. Because he didn't learn the lesson from the first time. He was suspended in March for 8 games and lost over $600,000 salary money. So, and then he apologized after that event, or after he flashed a gun on his Instagram account in March. So he did it before, he apologized. So now, after that suspension and after losing money, he decides to do it again last month in May. So I don't feel sorry for him because he knew better. He knew right from wrong. He knew that he knew he was being recorded. So it's like he had no business flashing that gun the second time. Now this time he got suspended. He's getting suspended 25 games, and he's gonna lose up to $7.5 million. That's a lot of money to be losing. That is. Maybe he may not. Maybe he may lose less than that. But for right now, it's 7.5 up to $7.5 million, and that's a lot of money to lose. So hopefully, Ja Morant learns a lesson from this time, and that he, does work on his mental health and does get the help and counseling and therapy that he needs, because he definitely needs some. He's going through some things that none of us know about. So while he's working on his mental health and getting himself better, he just don't need the. And then this best friend was, banned from Grizzlies home games after January because of something that he did. So, like I said, maybe he need to take some time away from this friend of his, Devontae. He need to separate himself from him a little bit, because I'm telling you, this friend if he keep on behaving the way he behaving, this friend gonna lead him down a road that he may not recover from. So, like I said, he need to take some time from this friend. Care about him from a distance, but you need to put your friendship with him on the back burner for right now. And so I'm just hoping, I'm just hoping that for the best for Morant, Cause Ja, he like I said, he is like a role model in the community. He's like one of the faces of the NBA in the future, and also not only the present NBA, but also in the future. He's also the face of what goes on in the future of the league. So, like I said, he needs to, work on being a better role model to the kids that look up to him, and be a better role model for his daughter, and stop trying to do this thug like shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to live this thug life. Flashing guns and stuff like that. If you gonna have a gun, keep it off the camera. Keep it at home. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you have a license to carry a gun. If you're gonna carry a gun in public, have a license. And then make sure you have a permit to have a gun in your home. That's the only two times you need to have a gun. And also for protection. But other than that, you don't just need to be randomly carrying a gun around, flashing it on the internet. That's reckless and that's irresponsible, and that's foolish. And say if his life is in danger or if he need protection, also with all that money he got, hire some security to follow or to ride with you and to follow you around. That's what security is for. If you feel threatened or if your life is in danger, I mean, there's plenty of ways to protect yourself without doing nothing reckless. So, like I said, and another thing, he need to really work hard to get himself together, because if he doesn't, he gonna let his whole family down. He gonna let himself down, the people that look up to him, and he gonna let his daughter down. So he need to set a better example for his daughter. Because, like I said, you don't want to let no more people down, including yourself, because you already going to lose a lot of money. And that money could have been, that you losing, that money could have been donated to a charity. That money could have been a trust that you could have put that in a trust fund. You could have invested that towards a business or stocks or anything, or shared it with your family. It's a lot of things you could do with $7.5 million. But overall, I just hope that this is a lesson learned for him. He needs to really learn a lesson from this, because they making an example out of him. They really, really are. And it's unfortunate that he has such a bright future ahead of him, and he's tarnishing that by being so reckless with this bad behavior. So he really need to work on that, and he need to get it together fast, because you have an opportunity that a lot of young men that's in their 20s don't even have a chance to have, or don't even get. So, like I said, he need to cherish this opportunity. He need to be more grateful and more appreciative, and move different. You gotta move different. You gotta make your moves in silence. So you gotta do better. Just do better. Make better choices. Make better decisions. Because you don't want to keep apologizing for the same thing over and over. Let this be the second time that you do this and that you apologize. Because if you do it again, then it might be three strikes and you out. You might get suspended a whole season and lose even more money. So, like I said, really, after the first time you apologize, okay, that's a mistake. But if you apologize for the same thing after one time, that means that it's a choice. You decided to do that, knowing that you was wrong and that you made a mistake the first time. You decided to do it again. So that was your choice to do it again. So, like I said, get the help that you need, do better, and work on yourself. Make the improvements and the changes that you need so you can come back a better man, like you said. So, but anyway, I wish this dude the best. It sucks that he losing out on that much money and that he's gonna miss a third of the season. But like I said, I just hope that overall that this is a lesson learned, that he really learns from this and take this serious, because this is not a game. Life is not a game. So get it together, young man, because your daughter needs you, your family is depending on you, and the people that look up to you are depending on you. So get it together. But anyway, I hope you all like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Please like my video because it helps my channel. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share, and I hope you all have a good day and enjoy your weekend. Peace.